Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to explain you end-to-end process how you will create COVID-19 data analysis report using Power BI. So this is simple report, and here I am displaying summary count of total confirmed cases, total death cases, and recovered active. And here I created two measures to display fatality rate and recovery rate percentage. So you can see here, and here I used Power BI inbuilt visuals along with custom visuals, and here I use one custom visual. So using these visuals you can easily search by country name. So I just type United and then I click to search icon. So you can see here in my country list, I have three countries started from United. So you can see here United States, United Kingdom, and United Arab Emirates. According to search country, it is showing me data in all visuals. So you can see here it is showing United States, and this one is United Kingdom, and this one is United Arab Emirates, right? And also you can clear the search results. So just click to clear icon. See, so now it is showing me all data. And also here I use tooltip to display summary in details. So you can see here when I hover the mouse any bar, suppose I hover the mouse on United States, so it is showing me recovery rate and fatality rate in United States along with confirmed recovery, active, and death counts. So this is sufficient information to analyze COVID-19 data country wise, right? Now back to the Power BI desktop. So we will complete this report in 5 parts. So in first part we will fetch data from live web API, then we will transform the data, and in third step we will create report using visuals, and in fourth step we will publish report to cloud, and in last step we will set the schedule refresh time to get updated count in report, right? So let's start. So this is blank report page. So firstly we will set page size for report, right? So for this just click to format tab and then click to page size, and by default page size is 16:9. So click to page size and then click to custom, and from here give the custom width. So I give 1800 and I give height 1600, right? And then go to view tab and click to page view and select fit to width, right? So first step has been completed. Here I set page size. After that we will fetch data from some live web API. So here I have very good website. So see, this is website trackcorona.live, and here they provide web API. So click to get data, and after that go to below, click to get API country wise. So you can see here this web API returning the data in JSON format. So just copy the web API URL, then back to the Power BI desktop, and then click to get data, and after that we will use web data source because we are getting data from live web API. So select the web option. So just type web and select the web data source and click to connect. So always remember one thing, Power BI only support tabular data, right? But here we are fetching data from JSON format. So later on we will convert JSON data to tabular format and then we will load, right? So just paste the web API URL here and then click to OK. So it will take a few seconds to establish the connection between your Power BI desktop to live web API. So you can see here it opens the Power Query editor mode. Reason behind data is coming as a JSON format, and now we have to convert JSON format to tabular format, right? So now click to convert into table and then click to list, and after that click to again convert to table, and then without select any option from both drop down just click to OK. Now single click to this icon, and from here you can select column which you want to load in your Power BI desktop. So firstly uncheck the all column and select necessary column. So I need location and I need confirmed cases, dead cases, recovered, right? So 4 column is sufficient to analyze the COVID-19 data country wise, right? And then click to Okay, so here it is showing me one message, use original column name as a prefix. So just click to OK, right? So you can see here now we successfully fetched 4 column information. That one is location, confirmed cases, and dead cases, and recovered cases. Now we will change the column name. So just double click to the column name and give the proper name. So this one is country, TRY, right? And second one is confirmed. So all are okay, just make the C capital. This one is confirmed, and this one is death count. So this is death, right? And last one is recovered. So just make the R capital. Fine. So we successfully renamed the column. Now in second step we will change the data type, right? So you know very well, country data type should be in text, and remaining columns data type should be integer. So just select the all 3 column using control key and then go to the transform and then click to data type and select whole number. So you can see here now successfully all 3 column data type has been changed as an integer. So now I can also change. So you can see here earlier it is showing ABC and 1 to 3. Now it is showing 1 to 3. 1 to 3 denotes the integer data type, right? So here we successfully change the column name and data type for all 3 columns, right? Then click to home tab and click close and apply. So it will take few seconds to update your changes, and now it is saving your changes. So you can see here Power BI successfully created one table as a name countries, and under that data set we have columns, confirmed cases, countries, death, and recovered. So now here one column is missing, that is active counts. So how you will get active count? So firstly we will sum of death and recovered column, and then we will minus sum of death and recovered column from total confirmed cases. So now create one column. So just right click to the data set and click to new columns and rename the column. So this one is sum of death underscore recover, right? And then give the column death and then plus with recover, right? So here countries is my data set name and that one is my column name, plus countries is my data set name and recover is my column name. So here we sum the count of death and recover, right? And then click to commit. So you can see here he successfully created one column, and this column is returning sum of death and recover, right? Now we will minus this column with total confirmed cases. So create one more column, and now my column name is active, right? And mention the confirmed column name. So see, this is confirmed column minus sum of death and recover, right? So when we will minus uh, when we will minus sum of death and recover from confirmed cases, then we will get active count, right? So then click to commit. So you can see here we successfully got active count here, right? So now we have all necessary columns like active counts, confirm counts, total death counts, and total recovered count, right? So this is sufficient to analyze the data, right? But when we go to actual dashboard, see, so here we have one more. So here we have two more visuals. So that one is fatality rate and recovery rate. So firstly we understand what is fatality rate. Fatality rate means what is the death percentage, right? And recovery rate means what is recovery percentage. So how you will get that percentage? So to get that percentage we will divide total death with confirmed cases, and to get recovery percentage we will divide total recovered cases with total confirmed cases, right? So firstly we will create two measures for fatality rate percentage and recovery rate percentage. So back to the Power BI desktop. So Just right click here and click to new measures. Firstly we will find fatality rate, right? So divide, we will use divide DAX function, and sum of total death divided by sum of total confirmed count, right? See, so this is divide DAX function. So here we are dividing sum of total death counts with sum of total confirmed count, right? So this is fatality rate, and here we need counts in percentage. So just click to percentage symbol, right? And then click to commit. Okay, now we need total recovery rate. So just click to dataset, right click to dataset and click to new measure and change the measure name. Here we need recovery rate. So here we will use divide DAX function, and here we need sum of recovered cases divided by sum of total confirmed cases, right? And here we need counts in percentage. So click to percentage icon and then click to commit, right? So here we successfully created two measures for fatality rate and recovery rate, and also we created active columns, right? So now we have all necessary informations. So now let's start the visualization part. Now just have a look original report. So firstly we need some images, and then we need text box to display headings, and here I use some custom visuals. Fine. Okay, now back to the desktop. So firstly I will show you the images. So you can see here I already downloaded some important images as an icon. So you can see here I used some sanitizers images and some hospital icon. This is patient with face mask, right? And I will use these images as a recovered images. Okay, so it's up to you. You can download all images from Google. There is a lot of images, and so you can see here for death cases I use some RIP icon images. Okay, so it's totally up to you, you want to display images or not, right? So here in my case I used images, so that's why I'm showing you, and I already downloaded all images, right? So you can download from the Google. Okay, now back to the Power BI desktop. So firstly we will upload the images. So to upload the images, just click to insert tab, and here we have images option, right? So just click to the images and then go to the folder and select your images. So firstly I want to load virus images. Okay, fine. Then I will load again second image. Suppose I use some patient image, and after that I upload recovered images, and then I used RIP icon image, and after that I used sanitizer image, right? So this is sufficient. Now resize the image. So select the image and go to the general tab, and you can see here right now image width is 280 pixel. So make it 96 width and height also 96, right? Fine. So this is fine. And now resize all images with same width and height. So here I select 96 pixel and then 96. Same for sanitizer. So I select 96 pixel and height I select 96 pixel. Same for face mask 96, and also for recover 96. Right? Fine. All images are fine. So now drag the images in sequence. So see, fine. Now take one text box from ribbon bar. So just click to text box. Now give the some heading for your report. So this is report for COVID-19 data analysis. Now increase. Now select the text and increase your font size. Suppose I select 36 pixel. Right. So this is COVID-19 data analysis report. Okay. So now click to ellipse icon and drag your heading in top. Okay. Fine. So here we have one more option to enable the shadow in all visuals. So just select the visuals and enable the shadow, right? So you can see here shadow has been enabled. Select your text and make it center. Fine. Now we need card visuals. Okay. Now we will display summary. So to display count summary, we will use card visuals. So just click to card visual. So you can see here this is card visual. Now drag the confirm cases in first card visual, right? And then copy the same visual and paste. Now in second visual, drag the total recover count, then copy the second visual and paste one more time. And here drag the total death count. So you can see here this is death count, and copy one more time. After that, drag the total active cases. Now we have two measures left. One is fatality rate and second one is recover rate. So copy one more time and drag recovery rate here in percentage, right? And then copy one more time and drag fatality rate here. So you can see here still it is showing fatality rate in decimal. So just select the measure and click to percentage icon, right? See, now it is showing in percentage. Same, select the recovery rate measure and click to percentage icon. So you can see here it successfully convert recovery rate as in percentage, right? Now we will arrange the all cards in sequence way, right? So now firstly we will set first card visual, right? So select the confirm cases and change the display unit for this. So click to format bar and then click to data label. So you can see here so you can see here display unit by default is in auto. So click to display unit and change select none, right? So now it is showing actual count, and decrease the font size. So make it 30 pixel and increase the font size for category. So here category is confirmed, right? So make it 15 pixel. And also here we have one new feature of Power BI. Just enable the shadow for card visuals. So see, right? And now little bit increase the width for first card visual. Okay. Now select the first card visual and click to format painter and then click to second visual. So you can say automatically it takes the property of first visuals like font size, font family, right? Now again select the second visual, click to format painter and then click to third visual. See, and same for other visuals. So select the third card visuals and click to format and click to any other card visual. See, and again click to format painter, select recovery rate, then click to format painter and select fatality rate. See, so we successfully change the font size and font family for all visuals, right? Now we have all details. So you can see here this is confirmed cases, this one is recovered, death, active count, recovery rate percentage and fatality rate percentage. So now arrange the all visuals in sequence way. Firstly we need confirmed cases, then recovered cases, and down below the confirmed cases we need death counts, right? So increase the width for death visuals, and after that we need active count, right? So drag the all visuals in sequence way and make sure all visuals height and width should be same, right? Fine. And down below the death, drag the recovery rate, and after that drag the fatality rate, right? Fine. So you can see here we successfully set the alignment for all visuals, or you can say card visuals, right? And after that we will arrange the icons. So to arrange the icons, firstly select the first visuals and then click to format tab and click to send back, right? Reason behind, above the card visuals we will drag the image. So drag image now here. Okay, so you can see here, now we successfully drag the image above to card visuals. Now in second visual we need depth icon. So select visual, click to format tab and send it back, and then drag the RIP image. Now select the recovered visuals and click to format tab and click to send backward drop down and select send to back, right? And drag the recovered icon here, right? Now we need active icon, fatality rate icon and recover rate icon. So in fatality icon you can also drag the death icon, and in active icon you can use face marks, right? And for recovered we can use recovered icon in recovery rate, right? So here we successfully displayed all icons along with counts, right? So now back to the origin report. So we need some column chart and map chart and table visuals. Now back to Power BI desktop. Now drag the stack column chart from visualization pane and increase the height and width for stack column chart, and in x-axis drag the country, and in value section drag the confirm cases and death cases, after that recover cases, and we need active count as well, right? Now increase the font size and font family for x-axis and y-axis. So click to format bar and in x-axis increase the font size 12 pixel, and also you can increase the minimum category width between x-axis label. So just increase the width, right? And after that we can also increase and decrease the inner padding between all labels. So suppose I increase the inner padding, right? And second thing, you can also increase the legend font size. So here I select 12 pixel legend font size. Now we will set the font size and font family for y-axis. So click to y-axis and increase the font 12 pixel and turn off the title for y-axis, and same for x-axis, right? See, and also you can turn off the title for these visuals. So it's up to you, you want to display title and not. So for time being I'm just turn off the title. See, now title turned off successfully. So guys, always remember one thing, this one is default theme, and also you can change the theme for your report page. So just click to view tab, and here we have a lot of option of theme. So just select any theme. Suppose I select this one, right? And now enable the shadow for column chart visual. So click to format bar and then enable the shadow for column chart, right? So now here we successfully set the font size and font family for cluster column chart. Now back to the original report. So here we created map visuals and table visuals, and in table visuals we are displaying summary counts, right? So back to the desktop. So down below the card visuals we will create table visuals. So click to table visuals and increase the height and width for table visuals, right? Now drag the country, confirm cases, recovered cases, death and active count, right? And increase the font size for table. So just click to format bar, go to grid and enable the vertical grid, and from here set the font size 15 pixel, right? And after that go to the style and select style none, right, and back to the total tab and turn off the totals, and enable the shadow for table visuals, right, and increase the font size little bit. So here instead of 15 I give 18 pixel. Fine. Okay, so here we successfully created table visuals. Now drag on map visual. So you can see here this is map visual, and just next to the table visual, and increase the height and width for map visual. Okay, and in location just drag the country, and in size drag the confirm cases. Okay, so here we successfully created map visuals and table visuals. So also you can turn off the title for map visuals. So select the map visual, go to the format bar and turn off the title, and also you can enable the zoom button in map, and just click to the zoom icon, see, right, and also you can change the layout for map. So just go to the format bar and click to map style, and right now theme is road. You can select light, see, and also you can select the grayscale. Okay, so from here you can manage the map style, and after that you can enable the vertical and horizontal grid for table. So just enable a vertical grid, and you can change the grid line. So right now it is gray, so just select the light blue, and same for horizontal grid, just select the light blue, right. So here we successfully created two more visuals. One is map visuals and second one is table visuals, right. Now what is left here, you can change the depth column values, right. So it is showing in red. So here we used conditional formatting. So just select the table visuals and right click to the depth column, and then go to the conditional formatting, then click to font color, and after that, and in lowest value select the red, and in highest value also select the red, and then click to OK. So you can see here now your death count has been changed, and then click to ellipse icon and sort by confirm cases. Okay, so now it is showing you United States in top, right, so descending to ascending order. So here we successfully completed almost all visuals. Now here we have some space left, so you can decrease the page size. So click to page size and make it 1300 pixel. Fine. Okay, so what we missed here, go to original dashboard, and in top we have one search visuals, right. So back to the Power BI desktop. Now we will import one custom visuals from marketplace. So for this you have to log in with your official mail ID. After that you can import the custom visuals, right. So click to ellipse icon and then click to get more visual, and here enter your official mail ID. Now I am going to skip login details from here. So you just enter your official mail ID and then click to sign in, right. So you can see here after successfully sign in, it will show you one pop-up window of marketplace, right. So from here just type the text and click to search. So you can see here we have one text filter custom visuals, right. So using this filter you can search the values from your data set, right. Then click to add. So you can see here custom visuals has been successfully imported under visualization pane. So you can see here this is visualization pane and this is my custom visuals, right. So just double click to text filter and set the text filter where you want to place. and on the basis of country name I want to filter my data set, right? So just drag the country column here and enable the shadow for text filter and disable the title. So I turn off the title and increase the, no, just enable the title and increase the font size. So I increase the font size 12 pixel, make it 15 pixel, right? Fine. Okay, now I will show you the demo. So just type the India and then click to search icon. So you can see here it is filtering my data in all visuals. See, in map it is showing India, and also in table visuals it is showing India details, and in all card visuals it is showing India details, right? Then click to clear icon. So guys, you can see here we successfully created same report in Power BI desktop, right? This one. And here one thing is maze tooltip, right? Now we will create tooltip for column chart visuals, right? So I want to see recover rate and fatality rate with all data summaries like confirm, death, recover, and active count in tooltip. So when I hover the mouse in any country name, I want to see all details as in my tooltip, right? So now we will create tooltip. So to create tooltip, always remember one thing. Firstly you have to set page size for tooltip, right? So click to new page and then go to visualizations and then go to format bar and click to page size and select tooltip from here, right? Go to the view tab and click to page view and select to actual size. So guys, see here, this is actual size of tooltip, right? And after that go to the page information and enable the tooltip from here, right? Now drag the column chart in tooltip and decrease the width and height, and in column chart we need confirm cases as in value and active count, recovered count, and death count, right? And after that just turn off the title for the cluster column chart. So I just turn off the title. Where is title? Yes. And now I need card visuals, and in that card visuals I need information of fatality rate. So drag the fatality rate here, and in just copy the visuals and paste here, and in second visuals I need recovery rate, right? So just decrease the font size of label. So I decrease font size 20 pixel, and also I decrease the font size for first visual 20 pixel, right? And then we will set font size for category. So instead of 12 I give 8 pixel, and same for second visual. So here we give fatality rate and recovery rate as in card visuals, and in first visual I mentioned all summary counts in terms of confirmed case, active case, recovered and death, and in x-axis I want to see country name, right? So I drag country and I increase the font size for country name. So go to the x-axis and make it 15 pixel, right? So right now it is showing all country, but when hover the mouse on particular country, so it will show you particular country data summary, right? Now go to the data analysis COVID page. This is main page, and select the column chart, stack column chart, and then go to the format bar and just enable the tooltip from here. Just enable the tooltip and then select the page 2. Reason behind in page 2 we created tooltip, right? And hide page 2 from here, and then go to the main page and in format bar we select the page to under tooltip. See, right, because I hide tooltip page from here. Reason behind, when I publish report to cloud, I want to see only single page, right? So that's why I hide the tooltip page. And make sure in first page, in your main page, under tooltip section you have to enable tooltip and select the tooltip page from page section, right? So I select page 2. So you can see here, now we successfully set up tooltip. So just hover the mouse any country name. See, I hover the mouse here, so you can see here it is showing me summary details, right? So also you can increase the width for tooltip. So you can see here it is showing United and it is not showing complete name for country. So also you can increase and decrease font size for your cluster column chart visuals, right? So here I decrease the font size 12 pixel and little bit I increase the width, right? Fine. Then go to the main page and just hover the mouse in any country name. See, still it is not showing complete name. So in that case you have, so in that case we have to decrease x-axis font size. So instead of 12 pixel I make it 8 pixel, and right, then go to the main page. See, now it is showing complete country name. And now I hover the mouse on Iran, so it is showing me Iran summary details. So we successfully completed all visuals, same like origin report. Now we will publish this report to cloud, right? So before publish, we will give some good name. So just click to Control S and select the desktop. I select the desktop and then I give name COVID-19 data analysis. This one is my report, and then I click to save, right? So we successfully saved my report, and then go to the home tab and click to the publish and select your workspace name where you want to publish this report. So I select project 2. This is my workspace name. Then I click to select. And guys, always remember one thing. Right now my report name is COVID-19 data analysis, right? So from same name, Power BI will create data set for this report in Power BI cloud. And you can see here it is showing me success message. So my report has been successfully published to cloud. Then click to got it and go to the Power BI cloud. Then click to, then go to the workspace. So click to project to workspace and then click to the report tab, and you can see here this is my report COVID-19 data analysis. Click to open this report. Now I am able to see all visuals here, right? And also you can set the proper alignment. So you can see here I give some space. You just set the proper alignment, right? And now I will search the country name. Suppose I select United, then I click to search icon. So you can see here it is showing me three country, right? United States, United Kingdom, and United Arab Emirates, right? And then click to clear icon, and here suppose I give Italy, right? And then I click to search. See, so that means my search is working fine, right? And click to clear icon. Now we will check tooltip, right? So just over the mouse any country name. See, I hover the mouse on Russia, so it is showing me fatality rate and recovery rate percentage, and it is also showing all summary details like confirmed, active, recovered, and death counts, right? And now go to the table visual. So from here you can scroll down and you can see all country details, right? Okay guys, so that is all about the visuals, and now we will set the schedule time for my report. That's why I will get updated data from live web API. Okay, so to schedule refresh time, go to the data set. So just click to the workspace name and then click to the data set. So you can see here this is my report data set name, and click to ellipse icon, then click to settings. Now click to schedule refresh and just turn on the schedule refresh. and from here you can set the time when you want to refresh your data set to get updated record from live web API. So just click to add another time, and suppose I want to refresh my data set 10 a.m. morning. So here I select 10 a.m. and after that I select 3 p.m. right. See, and in night I want to refresh my data set at 8 p.m. right. So right now I'm using pro license, so I only schedule my data set 8 times a day. If you are using pro license, so in that case you can schedule your data set 48 times a day, right. Also you can enter your mail id here to get a notification in case any failure happen at the time of refresh, and just check the box and enter your mail id and then click to apply, right. So click to apply. So you can see here it is showing me success message, and right. So now we successfully set the schedule refresh time, and you can also refresh your dataset manually. So for this, just click to the workspace down arrow, and here we have dataset option. See, and then select the dataset and click to ellipse icon and click to refresh now. So when you click to refresh now, you will get updated data from live web API, right. So that is called manual refresh dataset. Okay, and when you go to the report, so you can see here you will get updated count. Okay, so hope you cleared how you will set the schedule refresh time to get updated data in your report page. Okay guys, so that's all about COVID-19 data analysis report, and hope you cleared many things here, like how you will fetch data from live API to Power BI desktop, how you can transform JSON data from tabular format, and after that we create visualizations, and then we publish to report cloud, and after that we set the schedule refresh time, and then I explained how you can refresh dataset manually. So hope you so here you cleared many things, and if you like the video, just subscribe my channel and share this video with your friends. Thank you guys.